Well, the races were over. I'm heading home. I'm about... Didn't even punch it in, did I? How do I do this now? Here. Favorites. There. That's easy. I'm 54 minutes. 54 minutes from Macedonia. Gonna go through the 3-year-olds. All I have is a alphabetical list of the horses anyway. Going through the 3-year-olds, Almost There Boss, raced good the other night. You know, I had a long conversation with one of our partners, Rob, on who owns a piece of World for Two, and I said, you know, it's so sad. World for Two raced fantastic, David. Just raced. Almost There Boss. You know, what he pays, 54 last night? He raced good. But you know, it wasn't that long ago where either of those two colts would be considered gold material. Now they're just might do the grassroots Stallion Series type horses, likely potentially overnight also. It's hard to believe. Almost There Boss raced good last night. I was very happy with Almost There Boss, so I'm hoping he continues to improve throughout the year. Amor Diener, as I said multiple times, slight injury. It sounds like a massive injury, but it's easily fixed. Just a little bit of time off. He'll heal up, and hopefully in that time off we can get some weight on him. We can get some weight on the colt and turn a negative into a positive, I suppose, is what I'm trying to do. Archer's Rainbow had a little infection pop out of her shoulder area, her neck shoulder area. It was so weird. Whatever, it's not the end of the world, but it is going to keep her out another week. Probably school her next Friday, I suspect. Maybe. I don't know if Harry's been jogging her or not. She's going to miss a couple of weeks anyway, for sure. Blue Bayou Dio is in on Monday, then heading to New Jersey. I hear still tons of rumblings. Who are you sending the mare to? Who are you sending to Unbeatable Kemp and Blue Bayou? I don't know yet. I'm working on it. Here's my dilemma. I'll be completely upfront with everybody. I want my brother Mark to drive them. If I just send them to a trainer, I can't send the horses to any trainer and just say, hey, I want you to list Mark on the horse. I know it sounds easy. It's not always that easy, you know. So I want my brother to drive both those horses for two different reasons. We know Unbeatable Kemp, you know, you can't expose him too early. You can't put him on the front. And when he pulls, and he can pull, that's exactly where he'll end up, one or the other, and both are very bad. We saw it last year. We'd send the horse to Ronnie. It didn't work out. And that's the reason why. As far as Blue Bayou Dio is a nice horse, and she's pretty easy. You can race her anyway. But again, I think she'd be a great horse for Mark to drive also. Bomb Hugger, what can I say more about Bomb Hugger than the video I just made? She was absolutely perfect today. And I mean, sure, a win would have been out of this world, but for her to race the way she did and trot the way she did, man, just utterly impressive. Century Invictus scoped a little sick last night, so he's going to need probably a week off. I don't know the extent of the mucus. I know all I heard was a little bit sick, a little bit of mucus, a little bit of redness. No blood, just some irritation, so we'll see where that leads. I don't know if he'll be entered. I think he made the fun. I don't know if he'll be entered next week or not. I haven't talked to Harry yet. Confederate Cruiser is now back in Ontario. I guess he was in Ontario for a while as a baby. Back in Ontario, and you know, this colt, he didn't come back good at all. Come back terrible. Got a bad attitude. Not really impressed with the way his output looks. He's got a lot of work to do. He's entered in the sale. We'll talk about the sale in another video on this in these segments. But for now, Confederate Cruiser is in the Ohio sale, and I highly doubt there's anything he's going to do in London, Ontario over the next 3 weeks that is going to climb his way out of that sale. Del Breeze, Del Cash, Eyes of 10, all three of those horses are in the sale. Those four right in a row. Now, Eyes of 10 was good yesterday. I had dinner in the sale before we raced at the Meadow. She wasn't fantastic, but she was better. Beat 2 minutes, trotted 59, and looked better. Finished up stronger. So she's probably safe. Del Cash, Del Breeze. Del Breeze, I think, is a very ordinary animal, whereas Del Cash, I think there's something there. Not sure what. I think there's something there. We'll see over the next couple of weeks. He's got 3 weeks to put it all together. Garden State Dio is going out to the field. I had to bring her back. She had an abscessed tooth. Somebody said, well, could that be a problem? Could that be causing the problems? Yeah, it could be. But, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound now. I want to give her the time off. So I called Sean Breezewall. He's got a giant field there with a run-in shed. The weather's breaking. It's going to be nice out soon. I said, why don't we throw 2 horses out there? We'll throw Wouldn't It Be Nice out there, and we'll throw Garden State Deal out there. Sean said the place is a swamp right now. There's a lot of water, There's a lot of water in that area. He said, why don't you give it a week and a few days, and then we'll see. So I'd like to have them out if we can get, it's supposed to rain this week too, japers. If we can get it somewhat dried up, I'd like to get those horses in the field sooner rather than later. Gemstone Ruby Rose will be making her debut at Mohawk this week in the maiden fillies and mares trot. Pretty excited about that. I want to see how this filly looks. Grace will be qualifying once more next week. Now, I don't know what James is doing. I know my flight to Prince Edward Island is early in the morning. Friday of next week, I'm gone. Friday, Saturday. Sunday, I will be in Dayton for the Grassroots for the Buckeye. But Friday, I leave early. Saturday, James and I are co-hosting the Horseman's Banquet in our hometown, Prince Edward Island, our home province. PEI Horseman's Banquet, I believe, is on Saturday, and we're hosting it. So it was very important for us to go. I'm not going to be there. I'm leaving Friday morning early, so I don't know if James, I don't know what's going to happen with Grace, but I mean, push comes to shove, we could get anybody to qualify Grace. She's not really that difficult to go with. Not now. Not right now, anyway. Massive Profit. Race great his last start. Won the final of that series in Indiana. Now he's online. He's for sale on the preferred online platform. Interested to see what's going to take place there. Very likable horse. I like Massive Profit a lot. But at the same token, a lot went into this, and it wasn't driven by me. This was driven by our clients. So really happy to see our clients being proactive and understanding exactly what we're trying to achieve here and how we're trying to achieve it. What has worked, what has not, where we're going. We're in a tough place with Massive Profit. Not really tough. It's racing great. But I think there was a lot of questions out there, and I believe what we're going to get for the colt would more than answer them. So we'll see. There is a reserve on him on Monday, a fair reserve for him on Monday. So we'll see what takes place on Monday. But Massive Profit has been doing very good things late. Matt's MVP is out in the field right now. Well, 7 o'clock at night, maybe not right now, but he's out in the field. I'm going to give him a month on the grass. Miss Sophia Rose qualified kind of, I won't use the word poorly, lackluster. She's going to have to do a lot more than that to be an effective race filly. So we'll see what happens with Miss Sophia Rose in the next few weeks. Of Tom is also in the sale. I did train her this morning in 2 minutes at Northfield by herself. Much better feel to her. Felt a lot more comfortable, a lot more consistent. So I'm interested to see what she's going to do. I don't need her or Isa 10 to do a lot. Just show me that you're improving. I don't need you to go out and win the Buckeye as I'm talking like they're watching the video. I just need you to go out and race good. Just go out and race good. So if they're not watching the video, maybe somebody can remind them. 1-2 Skip a Few was awesome yesterday. Improvement there, for sure. A lot of improvement also there. Very impressed with the way this filly went. Peanut Butter and Jelly, she's on the list too. Not in this sale in particular. It makes no sense to send an Ontario bred to Ohio to sell, but she's got to pull her skirt up, her pants up. She's got to get her work done, start getting her work done a little bit better than she has now. In fairness to her, she's drawn outside and had been taken back forever. I hadn't talked to Mario yet, but I'd like to see her at Mohawk this week. She got 3 miles into her now. I'd like to see her go to Mohawk this week. Procrastinator. No good deed goes unpunished. I said the other day, we tried to find him a soft race. They went 52-2. I know that Jason said, well, we're going down for the final. May as well take him down again. So Procrastinator's heading down to Miami Valley, I think. I don't know if he can get in or not, but he's heading down to Miami Valley for Wednesday, I believe. Purple Aura will train Wednesday. I said to Jason, 59 or 2 minutes, and then we'll race her Sunday in the Buckeye. Everybody's going in the Buckeye on Sunday. We have 5 to enter in the Buckeye right now. There should be 5 divisions at the start of the year down in Southern Ohio. I think there'll be 5 divisions. If there's not, then somebody's going to have to race against one another. But for now, Of Tom, 1-2 Skip a Few, Isa 10, Sweet on Pete, and Purple Aura are all going to the Buckeye on May the 1st. Where are we at now? Renegade Gypsy races tomorrow. We're really going to watch very closely this colt on Sunday. Interested to see how he's going to race. I expect we'll see good things from him. Resolute Bay, I'm told, schooled like a killer on Friday. Made a video about the qualifiers yesterday and talked about him in depth. I believe we've got great things coming from Resolute Bay. Slim Jimmy, very happy with his first start back. I know a lot of people want to see him tangle with those colts. Just relax. We got a long year ahead for Slim Jimmy. I was happy with the way Tony Hall drove him. Like to see him race him conservatively again in the final. Our eyes are fixated on the stakes. The stakes this year. Hackett's wonderful. It's not a stake race. That's coming up the following Saturday, May the 7th. Now, I talked to you guys before. I was going to stay in town the whole day, May the 7th, with our clients and hang around. I'm going to miss a portion of the day because it looks like Bomb Hugger is not going to be able to find a prep race for Freehold's race on Saturday. I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to look for a ticket tonight. I look quickly online. I think there's a ticket that gets me out of Toronto at 10 and back in Toronto at 5. So if I can sweet talk the race secretary into getting me in a very early race, which I don't know if they can. I guess now that I say that out loud, it's kind of a staple race. I doubt they want to put it in race 1, 2, or 3. I don't even know what post time is. Anyway, it looks like there's flights out of Newark. It looks like I can get in and out. Might need some help from my old buddy Chris. Chris, if you're watching, might need picked up at Newark and dropped off expeditiously. I like that word. On May the 7th. Slim Jimmy Stonebridge Ducati races tomorrow night. He's doing good things. He's improving every week. Very happy with what I see from Stonebridge Ducati. Sweet on Pete. Sweet on Pete is also doing good. I know she made a break. She trained down good. She schooled good. She qualified good. She trained good heading into the race. Just caught a real tough, hard track. We're going to change her shoes around a little bit and make sure that her feet are in much better shape heading into the Buckeye now on May the 1st. 3-Point Blue Chip, as I said, everybody knows by now. If you don't know that 3-Point Blue Chip was injured, you must be living under a rock because it dominated what we talked about last week. There's not much we can do about it. The screw was surgically inserted in his coffin bone. I didn't know before 2 weeks ago that you could even do that. The prognosis is aggressive, and as long as he continues to stay improving, it should be quite the ride. Quite the ride with this guy over the next few months, I believe. Taiwan On bled her last start, so she's going on Lasix before she heads down to Philadelphia for the Sire Stakes. Tioga Sunshine, all patched up now. We did that right hock, I believe, and the right ankle, if I'm not mistaken. Hind ankle. I believe we had 2 joints done on Tioga Sunshine. She is training. Oh, she was supposed to train today. I'm going to call Debbie and ask her how she made out. Tioga Sunshine should be racing next week. Not sure where she's racing yet, but she'll be racing next week. Trinby Habanero trained for the first time the other day. I thought he looked good. Brody went with him. Really happy with what I've seen from this guy. Very happy there. Twinkle in Her Eye races tonight, so good luck to the Twinkle in Her Eye group. 2 in a row for the big girl heading into tonight's action. Will to Win Hanover will race next Thursday. I'm told she schooled very good on Friday, so she's coming in tight. She's coming in hot. We'll see how she races next week. And World 4-2, the race of his life today. That was an incredible mile for World 4-2. So that's all your 3-year-olds. I'll be back in a minute. We still got to talk about the aged horses. I'm going to do my opening tomorrow. I see all the races in front of me. I'm going to do my opening tomorrow. So I'll talk to you all very soon. Hope you're having a great weekend. It is beautiful here in Pennsylvania and Ohio. Take care.